Good morning. Let's go ahead, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Over into 234C. Okay. So during the financial year 234C, after the financial year 234B, if paid less than 90%, and after income tax return due date 234A. This is what we had seen. Yes. All right, Ilya. Then I told you let's also go to the provisos of 234C. Okay. First of all, tell me the purpose of 234C. What is the purpose of 234C? That advance tax paid is less than the prescribed percentages, right?
Yes.
Now it is less than the prescribed percentages, but during the financial year, the income can increase or decrease. Your estimates can increase or decrease. Okay,
Yes.
can increase or decrease. If your income decreases, that is not much problem because income tax department is happy. You might have already paid something 15% or 45%, and then later on your income estimate might have reduced. Okay, that is not a problem. But the problem is like I think in the last example you had seen, no? Earlier income was 30 lakhs, later on it was revised to 55 lakhs something. Yes. In that case, there is problem to the assessee because he has to pay lots of amount in that installment, as well as interest will be applicable to 34C. Right, all of you? Yes.
Yes,
However, there are cases where it is not possible to estimate, when you will earn that income. For example,
In PGV, in business, sir,
Accrual salary.
with salary,
sale on credit,
Accrual salary.
accrued salary.
Arrears.
Sorry,
Arrears of
arrears.
salary. Okay, good point. Fine. Good. What else?
Bonus.
Dividend.
Bonus is part of that is amount is okay as it is bonus. It is
arrears in rent,
taken care by.
Dividend.
arrears in rent as well, no, sir?
Dividend is correct answer. Arrears of rent also yes.
Capital gain.
Capital gain also correct answer. Why capital gain?
वो मतलब
It
कभी
is
भी हो सकता
unrealized,
है
no, I
सकता है
mean,
ना,
it is
sell off
unrealized.
होने का।
कभी भी सेल कर सकते प्रॉपर्टी
So you know now you are selling.
नहीं मतलब
No,
रजिस्टर
but at which price we are selling, that is not known, no, sir. Selling price is not known.
और वैसे buyer भी मिलना चाहिए ना।
Okay.
Capital gain is not fixed, no, I mean, it cannot be estimated.
Okay, it cannot be estimated. Yes, good. Yes, anything else?
compensation.
Okay, interest and all compensation. Yes. What else? Transfer expenses are not known while transferring capital gain, capital asset.
Lottery.
Very good.
Yes.
That is
That
only
is
Manju
casual
has read
income.
the provisions. Nobody else read the provisions. Okay. वो समझ गया मैं. That was my question. Nobody has read the provision. फंस गए तुम लोग सब यार.
मैं पढ़ के आई थी.
So 234C provisions mainly for these kind of incomes which cannot be estimated or predicted correctly. Yes. So casual income being one of the very good examples that you know. Casual income. Which one? Lottery, horse races, okay, winnings, etc. That you cannot predict when whether you will get it or not get it, or when will you get it, isn't it? Yes. So because of that, now pay attention. Let us say you have regular income, salary, house property, whatever it is, and achanak, somehow you get in quarter 2 or quarter 3 at the end of the financial year, you win a big lottery. Right, everybody? In that case, your income income has gone up for the year. But did you predict that in advance? No. Did you predict that in advance? No. Now, capital asset, why I was saying capital gain cannot be predicted at times, or capital asset, because it takes time. Only one of you answered, I think it takes time. You cannot be sure at what exactly date you will be able to sell that asset in the same financial year or not, or in the next financial year, or you might not have planned also that you want to sell it or not. So it is not something on regular basis. That's why even capital gains is kind of you can say unpredicted. Okay, plus it takes lots of time. You cannot be sure it will go in quarter 1 or quarter 2 or quarter 3. It may also happen that in quarter 1.
That was actually my question.
You might have started in quarter 1, but the sale is actually happening in quarter 2 or quarter 3. Yes, on casual income, TDS is already done. Yes. But 30%, if surcharge is there, anything else is there, then again it becomes there might be a difference in your income. Okay. Yes, so
But sir,
234C.
any of casual income is not included in your regular income tax liability, tax liability calculation.
It is your income. So all income will come. Okay. All income will come. Let's check, everybody. Check. In case of eligible assessee, in respect of eligible business of 44AD or 44ADA, presumptive, and your professional, who is liable to pay advance tax under section 208. When is he liable? When his tax payable becomes, advance tax payable becomes more than 10,000, at least 10,000. And his due date is what? Only one single due date, 15th March. Has failed to pay such tax or advance tax on current income on or before 15th March. Okay. On or before 15th March. Is less than the tax due on the returned income. Then assessee shall be liable to pay simple interest at the rate of 1% on the amount of shortfall from the tax due on the returned income. That means just one single last month's rate of interest will be applicable to him. See, what are we saying here? 234C, है ना? 15%, 45%, 75%, and 100%, है ना? Now for presumptive taxation 4480, 4480A, these three are not applicable, है ना? So they are simply saying what? That if taxes paid as on 15 March are less than the taxes due, then what will happen? Just simple interest of 1% will be applicable for that one particular month only. Yes, all of you. After 31st March, what will happen? Then 234A, B, C may come into, A and B may come into picture. Yes, everybody. Until here, all of you. The
Yes,
first
sir.
three are not applicable now for 44AD and ADA. Check. This is important now. And logical also. Provision to section 234C. These provisions, 234C, shall not apply on any shortfall in payment of tax due on the returned income. Returned income means your assessed income, the one which is shown in income tax return, where shortfall is because of underestimation or failure to estimate. You were not able to estimate what? Amount of capital gains or any casual income, lottery, crossword puzzles, races, including horse races, card games, and gambling, betting, any other income. That is your casual income. Income under PGBP in cases where the income or accrual arises for the first time, first year of PGBP. Why are we exempting first year of PGBP?
पता नहीं था ना ऐसा इनकम होगा.
पता नहीं था what? There is no benchmark. There is no benchmark means what? So last time when I told you, you have 2 months actual data, 10 months estimate, then 5 months actual data, 7 months estimate, etc. Estimate means what? Estimate also always and usually we check what? What was the position in the last year? Previous year. In all the financial statements which we see of listed companies, they give the reports quarterly. What do we check? Quarter wise, what is the performance? Last year, same quarter, what was the performance? Or immediately last previous quarter, what was the performance? You are able to compare. But here in PGBP, let us say, if it is the first year, then there is no comparison. So we do not know. There is no way on which by which we can estimate properly. Clear? So that is also exempted. Understood here?
Sir, here first time as in first year we have to consider or any time period.
First time, no. Only first year. First year of PGBP.
Okay.
First year of PGBP, you can say. Okay? That is what was your doubt. And income of the nature referred to in section 115 BBDA. The 115 BBDA is gone now. But basically income from dividend. Okay? That also now entirely taxable now, isn't it? All of you?
Yes.
Okay. So income from dividend. So because of these reasons, if there is an estimate failure, then 234C will not be applicable. Okay, but pay attention. The assessee should have paid the whole of the amount tax payable in respect of income referred, had such income been part of total income, as part of the remaining installments of advance tax which are due or where no such installments are due by 31st day of March of the financial year. Means what? It simply means, what is the logic over here? It simply means when this income came into picture. Actually, are you understanding? When, let us say, you received a lottery income on 15th November. Are you understanding or no?
Yes, sir.
You received lottery income on 15th November. Quarter 1 and quarter 2, that is advance tax 1 and 2 installments are already over. 15th November, na? So before the 2 installments are already over, na? 15 June and
Yes.
15
Yes.
September. Now in 15 June and 15 September, will you include lottery income calculation? Answer is no, because you could not predict that while paying quarter 1 and quarter 2, that is installment 1 and 2 advance tax. That time, could you predict that you will win lottery income? No.
No.
So lottery income's effect will not be, you can say, shown in first and second installment. But now, if at all you won the lottery on 15th November, while paying advance tax number 3, advance tax installment number 3, that is 15th December. Now, is it your actual income?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
to consider that for quarter number 3 or third installment rather.
Yes.
Yes. Now it will impact your 234C. That means what? Including lottery income by 15th December, how much percentage should I pay?
75%.
75%. Okay. So if you won lottery income of 15th November, so by 15th December, 75% including lottery income. Okay. If we won the lottery income of 15th November, then by 15th September, we are going to pay how much percentage?
45.
45.
Including or excluding lottery income?
Excluding lottery.
Excluding lottery income. Common sense. Now, all these incomes we could not predict. So just simply what are we trying to say? Once this income comes into picture, then you do normal calculations including this income. Are you understanding or no? What
Yes,
income
sir.
is actually received. After that, whichever installment is due, in that include this income for calculation of 234C. And once this income is received before that, you could not estimate. So exclude this income for calculating 234C. You are not responsible for that. All right. But what is important over here? Let us say you get some income on 20th March 20th March 2021. Fourth installment also done. What will you do then?
Then before 31st March.
And pay the tax on the same by 31st March. So basically, they are saying that you earned income during the year, paid during the year. That's it. Okay. Henceforth means whatever time is remaining in the financial year. Clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just okay. We'll do question number 5 now.
Sir, if paid between 15th March and 31st March, then 243C won't be applicable.
No, not applicable. Paid means because you received, huh?
Yes, yes.
Between 15th and 16th and 31st March. So if you received it, then immediately paid, then no problem. That's not your mistake, no? That you earned it in the last 15 days.
Yes.
Question number 5. Read this and try this. The only, this only, what? Taxable income and tax liability. Try this.
Right.
I hope you solved, tried. NTI is correct, most of you. Okay. Computation of total income.
सेस नहीं है. सेस नहीं है.
Sir, I had given my tax liability with cess.
So let's start. Income from salaries. 6 lakh. It is computed, no?
Yes, sir.
Then business income 235. Third is what? IOS? House property. Sorry, I forgot.
House
to
property,
include
sir.
that is computed, okay? Computed 2 lakhs.
2 lakhs.
IOS, you have what? 2? Lottery 5 lakhs gross, no? And dividend 4 lakhs, huh? I gave you. Total 9 lakhs. Right, all of you? There is no deduction right now. Hai na? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
GTI oblique
Sir.
LTI is how much?
1935.
When I say tax liability, it means what? Tax payable or total tax? Liability means what?
Tax payable.
Yes.
Tax liability means what is
Tax accrued, no?
accrued, yeah. Accrued means not payable. When I say payable, it means what? After TDS, etc. Okay? So right now I want tax liability. Anybody?
Without cess.
What is this question without cess?
408 720, no, sir?
Why are you
Yes.
asking without cess?
408 720.
408 720.
गवर्नमेंट ने कुछ एक्सेप्शन दिया क्या सेस के लिए?
No.
क्या बोर हो रहा है सेस कैलकुलेट करने को?
नहीं, वो मुझे समझा नहीं इसलिए.
टैक्स लायबिलिटी कैलकुलेशन. Particulars and rupees. What is the first tax liability we'll calculate? First type.
Normal rates, no?
हाँ ठीक है. I'll take special पहले, ठीक है. Because the normal I have to club everything, so I'll just remove special rates. First one, which one we have?
Lottery income.
Lottery winnings 5 lakhs, no? Into
30%.
30%.
under section. Is it there somewhere I have given you? First chapter. BB, no?
115, no, sir? 115 or 100, yes.
BB, yes. It was something was BB in lottery.
1,50,000. Now no other special rate. Now BBDA is gone, huh? Old students keep that in mind.
Yes, sir.
Unlimited BBDA is gone. Okay. Otherwise, even that would have come. At normal rates. Tell me. How much we are going to solve, tax at normal rates? Remaining. So 1935 minus 150 is how much?
1435.
Yeah. At slab rates. So on 4,35,000 into 30% M plus 1,12,500 M plus 243.
243, yes.
All of you. Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Plus 150 is what? 383? 393, sorry.
393.
393, no? Add your health and education cess at the rate of 4% into 0.04 15,720. That is my total
408
cost.
720.
They have not given us TDS details, so you can assume here or you may not assume here. Okay, so that is another thing. Plus equal to 408 720.
Sir, then only 30% will be calculated as TDS only, no? That lottery winnings.
Yes. But even that again is given, not given. That is the question. Okay, not given to us directly right now.
But sir, it is compulsory, for on casual income, you have to deduct 30% TDS.
In the earlier questions, they gave you TDS amount, no?
Yes.
Did they give it here now?
No.
TDS 10%, TDS 10%. So we'll just write a note. Okay, assuming TDS is not done. Since TDS details are not given, it is assumed TDS was not done. Here also, I think TDS was given to you.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, TDS was given most of the time. Okay, so even if you remove or not remove, that depends. Now pay attention. This 4%, pay attention now, all of you, is on special income and normal income also, both.
Yes.
Right, all of you? Okay. Now, who will not impact your 234C? Who should not impact your 234C?
Normal.
Should not impact your 234C. Which income should not impact your 234C?
Normal income.
Should not impact. Why?
Casual income, no, sir. Casual because it is not known. I mean, it is
Should not
contingent.
impact. Okay. So 234C will not consider whom? Lottery winnings.
Yes, proviso.
And dividend also.
And dividend also, yes. Dividend also, correct. Yes, they are received later on. I mean, later on. Okay. When was lottery earned? 20th March. And when was dividend earned? 10th December. Clear, all of you? Yes. So lottery, pay attention. We will pay tax at the rate of 30%, etc., or whatever that is. When will we pay? By
31st March.
21. Will lottery income impact your 234C? Impact means
No.
affect.
No.
No.
Dividend received on 10, 12. Okay. 234C is not applicable when for it? First and
two
second installment. That means you will not consider that 4 lakhs while calculating
First two installment.
installment 1 and 2. Did you understand, all of you?
Yes, sir.
So tell me, installment number 1, business income, yes. HP, yes. Salary, yes. Dividend,
No.
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 Hai na? So, okay, 1, 2, 4. What am I writing? 1, 2, 4. There's also 1, 2, 4. Salary also 1, 2, 4. Hai na? This is no installment at all for lottery, and this is only 3
to
and
4.
yes,
4.
and 4. Correct. Yes, everybody.
Yes.
Done. So basically, we have in all the incomes, and this tax liability is for all the incomes. No, this tax liability is for all the incomes. So we have assessed 3 categories: installment, all installments, then installment just 3 and 4, and third category is no installments at all. For lottery winnings, there are no installments. No, understood, all of you? Everybody?
Yes.
All right. Chalo. So just write down total tax liability.
So from module, they have removed the dividend point.
That's what I was checking in the notes, not notes, law part. It is still there, but that's what I was confirming. Pay attention. I'll show you. Okay. The amount of dividend income, but there is an amendment to that. Okay. Everyone there, no? Capital gains, your other casual incomes, PGBP and dividend income. And when you click on that, कुछ तो होना चाहिए, जो भी नहीं हुआ क्या? इधर है भाई. क्यों नहीं खुल रहा? There is an amendment to that कि 115 BBDA is gone, but dividend is still there. Okay. Hey, bhai, chal na. Check this. Can you see at the bottom? Okay, that point number 2. Substituted by the Act number 13 of 2021 with effect from 1/4/21. Prior to substitution, clause D as inserted by Finance Act 17 जो भी था, with effect from read as under, मतलब उसके पहले क्या था? Income of the nature referred to in 115 BBDA, मतलब कौन सा dividend income? Only in above 10 lakhs वाला.
10 lakhs.
Okay, अभी वैसा है क्या? नहीं है. हमारा फाइनेंस एक्ट कौन सा है? 2020 वाला कर रहे हैं ना हम लोग. इधर क्या? वीडियो में क्या डाला है उन्होंने? फाइनेंस एक्ट 20 है ना अपना?
Yes, sir.
हाँ.
अच्छा, तो 21 के लिए उन्होंने डाला है. क्या किया उन्होंने? Income of the nature referred to in subsection 1 of 150 BBD अभी भी है. Okay.
They are saying dividend should not be included.
Shall not include subclause. Only that subclause will not be included, no? That dividend.
On or before 31st day of March 20.
Therefore, they have removed finance module.
I mean removed,
April.
only for 1 year they have removed it now. Only for 1 year they have removed.
What?
Only for 1 year they have removed that point of 234C. Dividend is still there, 115 BBDA, but there is no use of that, no? On or before 31st day of March 2020. With effect from 1/4/21. Okay. So in 1920 that was 115 BBDA was then. And 20 onwards you don't have now. 2021 onwards you don't have. So 234C for 2020 has still. Okay. 234C for financial 2020, that is your PY, na? Your 2021 has 115 BBDA, but 115 BBDA is of no use. 115 BBDA is of no use, है ना? So it's paid. Okay. Let me just confirm it. There's so many changes happening. Hold on.
Yes.
See, so basically we will just remove dividend completely from this part, where it was only for 1 year. Okay, PY 2021. That dividend is not part of 234C proviso. Okay, everybody. Okay, so this dividend will be also, but so what we'll do? We'll completely remove it now. Okay, everybody. So dividend is not getting any exemption over here. Okay, everyone, all of you. See, it was logically correct before that when 115 BBDA was there, and in 2021 Finance Act also they have made the changes. but only 1 year they have lost or not done that changes, right? Everybody. That means even if dividend income is earned, we'll have to still consider 234C now.
Yes.
Okay, so for even if dividend income, you will have to calculate 234C. All right, till here? All of you? Understood or no? Tell me. That means in the given question, when was the dividend earned? December, na?
10 December.
But still you will have to calculate what? 234C for it when? For 1 and 2 also. No relaxation given for dividend in the current year. So all again 1 to 4. Yes? All of you?
But sir, how can we calculate
Yeah.
installment on dividend?
That is the problem, no? They have removed it.
But it should be only for third and the fourth year, right?
That was the law. And that is also the law in the current year. But again, they have, for one particular year, they have removed it. Check in ICS Teleportal whether you have any such same question. Check. They don't give also. That is the problem, no? Just check. So this was last year's, no? 2020. Okay. This is what date? 15 June 2020. Last year. So many ads here. There. So there are no amendments to 234C for financial 2020. Where is it? That question gone. Okay. No amendment done. So no relaxation for 234C. Only for your current year. Clear? So even unfortunately, we'll have to give dividend income for all the 4 quarters. Clear, everybody? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's write down. So let's solve. So now again, let us finalize on whom all four installments are applicable, including dividend. Unfortunately. Now here, if at all there was some capital gain, okay, or PGBP first year, then we would have seen that no problem. Henceforth, only it was applicable, but dividend is a special problem. Okay. So whatever is the total tax liability now, we'll divide it into 2 categories. Right now, 2 categories. On whom all 4 installments are applicable, and on whom no installment is applicable. So here, please pay attention. Dividend also I'm considering in all 4 installments because it was not put under relaxation of 234C proviso. Okay, all of you, fine. Harihayana.
Even in MCQ booklet also, they have not asked a question about dividend. They asked question about casual income, applicability of 234C on casual income.
Casual income is quite famous, no?
Not on dividend.
Fine.
Even in final syllabus, no question on this.
See what level of research you are doing, Hannah. Even in final, they are not asking.
But in final, they have 243.
In final, you have everything. Whatever is
They
there.
have, but they don't have question on it.
Question, yeah, in RTP even I saw.
RTP, I didn't check. I checked study material.
I checked
I
RTP.
think they will not ask question on disputed concepts.
Kind of.
Hope so.
Because there is litigation.
So
at 30%, how much it is? 1,50,000, no? Everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Plus 4% cess. Right, everybody?
Yes.
And from a total tax liability, I mean, give me this figure. 243, hai na?
Yes.
Is it right? All of you?
It was 408,720.
Okay. But here, all 4 installments are applicable, tell me.
Yes.
And this is what lottery income. When it will be taxable? By when you have to pay the tax on the same?
31st
March.
Correct, yes. So I don't since received after 15 March 21, tax on the same. Anurag, when I say tax on the same, it means whatever is balance, if at all. Okay. if at all there is some balance. Okay, all of you. Okay. So here, unfortunately, even dividend will be sacrificed. You know? Chalo. This comes to how much? 243 plus 4%.
252, 720.
Now that means this amount has to be paid in 4 installments: 15, 45, 75, and what? Tell me. 100%. Okay. So in computation of advance tax installments, right now. First one due date is what? 15th June 2020. Yes, all of you?
Yes.
So let's finish it off. 252, 720 into what percentage? 15%. Is how much?
37908.
37913. Yes, all of you. 37,000, no? 913.
908.
908. No?
252, 720, no?
Yeah.
37908.
37908. Okay. Just box the installment amount. Okay. Second is what? 15th September 2020. $252, 720 into what percent?
45.
113,724, no? Tell me.
113,724. Yes.
Minus 37.
908.
75,816.
75,816. Third, 15th December 2020 still. Into 75%, 252, 720 into 75%, 189,540.
Yes.
Minus two figures, 37,908.
75,816. 75,816.
Same figures, no?
Yes.
And last balance. See, because even on lottery income, installment number 4 is not coming into picture because it is earned after 15th March. Right, all of you? How much is this?
63,180.
Right? Is it right, all of you? Correct? I'll just give you a note. Okay? Important note. So that it will be helpful. Only for AY 21-22. Is excluded from 234C proviso relaxation. Is excluded. Okay. Thus, dividend income considered from what? April itself, na? Are you understanding? Even if earned in December 2020, it is only for one particular year, but mistake in law. Right, no? Clear, all of you? And also, I think we are done here. What? 4 lakhs.
So, but we haven't included dividend income, right?
We have.
Yes, we have.
Check now. There are only two incomes, special and normal. No? So when I said this will be paid, how much will be paid? 1,50,000 plus 4% by 31st March. The remaining includes dividend income. No? 243 includes dividend income. Check. 4935. 4935 is anything above other than lottery income. You know?
So, sir, from May 22 attempt, I mean, provisional relaxation will be applicable, no? For this.
Yeah. And that means again after a couple of months, we'll start staging for next year. Again, 234C will come into picture. 234C will include dividend. That's why when I was confused why such thing is happening. Okay, that since so many years it was always there, and now again it is not there only for one particular year.
So can you scroll up a bit?
Madam ji can do anything.
Madam ji and their staff can do anything. Okay, all of you done? So just Dharma question number 5 and 6. At least compare 5 and 6. So this point number question number 6 will clear what is the actual relaxation. Okay, because I wanted to solve this, but again there is a change in law, na? So we'll solve question number 6. This will clear what is the issue. What is the relaxation actually we're talking about? Done till here? All of you? Chalo. Question number 6. Ready? Check. Everyone, check. Mr. A earns business income 45 lakhs on 7th September. Okay, doesn't matter. It is whenever let him on business income. Okay. It also earns. Okay, the date is they have given later on. Some question is changed. He also earns LTCG on sale of land amounting to 10 lakhs. LTCG is 10 lakhs on 14 December 2020. When will this be included? Which installments?
Third.
Third.
Third and fourth. Calculate 234C for AY 21-22. If advance tax were paid as follows. These dates are important. Now, please be very careful. As it is, whenever you do articleship, these dates are important. PF dates, PPF, what any other your due dates, ESIC, etc. Will our answer change if Mr. A earns business income for the first time? That we will see later on. Give me taxable income and tax liability.
Sir, no marginal relief, no?
नहीं. So tax liability calculation. First one is at what? At special rates. है ना? LTCG is there, na? This is very important. Na? Why I'm writing LTCG in bracket sale of land? Because 112 can also come into picture. This is 112. Okay.
Yes.
So 10 lakhs into what rate?
20%.
20%.
Section.
112.
112.
Madhuri also little bit mistake. Didn't add 4% or what? Check. No, something.
2 lakhs.
This is 2 lakhs, yes. And second, what? Just add
Slab rate.
Slab
normal
rate.
rates, slab rates on rupees 45 lakhs.
45 lakhs.
So 35 lakhs into 30% plus 1,12,500.
11,060 to 500. 11 lakhs, sorry.
1160 to 500. Yes.
Yes.
This total is how much? 13.
1360 to 500.
This is my basic tax. What will I do with your
Add surcharge.
Add surcharge.
add surcharge at what rate? 10%, na?
10%.
One 136,250. Cess is on both these figures.
Yes.
13,62,500 plus 10% was 14,98,750.
1558,700.
No, 1498.
But before cess that was no.
Okay.
Add now cess. Health and education cess. Why I write it separately? Because you should not forget the cess is on basic plus surcharge into 0.04 59,950.
Yes.
Plus equal to 1558,700.
Yes.
1558,700. Ayush, I know. Acha. 1558,700. Done, all of you? Now this total tax. Now tell me. Now this is a genuine question or good question. Do we have 234C relaxation for capital gains?
No.
Yes.
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 Capital gain allowed
Yes.
na?
Allowed.
234.
Allowed.
Capital gain and casual income allowed, no? And
Yes.
PBT first are also allowed.
Yes.
Okay, dividend was not allowed. I mean, unfortunately. So how to write down this? Pay attention. So can you tell me on LTCG how many installments are applicable, or when will you consider it? Is my question.
And third installment.
Third
Third
and
and fourth
fourth.
will consider LTCG. Understood, Elio?
Yes.
One is your, pay attention, LTCG, है ना? But plus 10% and plus 4% on that. Don't forget. Okay? All of you. And slab rates. Plus 10% and plus 4%. Yes or no? All of you understanding what is happening? That is how you'll get the total, na? 1558,700.
Yes.
Chalo.
Sir,
Bolo.
but The provisional relaxation is applicable to capital gain, no? And because of capital gain, surcharge is getting applicable.
ऐसा
So
कुछ
why will,
no.
because sir, under business income is only 45 lakhs, no, which is below 50 lakhs.
But surcharge is for the year. Surcharge is for total income. Okay. What will figure 1162 500 plus 10% plus 4%. I hope you understand. 10% is surcharge.
1329,900.
How much?
1329,900.
900.
And this is how much?
1144.
What is the income? 2 lakhs. The LTCG was how much? 10
Yes.
lakhs. No. Sorry, tax was 2 lakhs. No.
Oops, फिर गलत हुआ.
220 and plus what? How much? 228 800.
228,800.
Understood, all of you? What is happening? The total should come to 1558 700. No. 1329 900 plus 28 800. Yes, 1558 700. Correct, everybody? Now, slab rates, whether all 4 installments are applicable.
Yes, sir.
This is very
No.
important now.
Wait, which one? Slab rates? Yes.
All 4 installments applicable. Even if earned on what date? 7th September, no, something. It is a theoretical example that all the income is earned on 7th September, but keep it as it is. Doesn't matter. But LTCG is applicable only on 3rd and 4th installment. Okay. Three and 4, right? And now they have paid advance tax. Okay. See, whatever said and done, Pushkar, tax liabilities for the year. So income you have to take for the year. Right? So
No,
you
I mean-
cannot say because of LTCG it is crossing 50 lakhs. That's why only LTCG is responsible.
No. I mean, my question was that, I mean, for first 2 installment, we will calculate slab rate plus 4% says, and
Right,
for
right.
third and we will calculate the difference by adding surcharge.
If at all I don't give you 234C concept, if I had not given you advance tax concept, what you would have done? You would have calculated advance. You would have calculated tax liability on what? Entire 55 lakhs.
Entire figure, yes.
See, the intention is what of the law? Entire tax liability should be paid during the year. Finish. So if your
Yes.
final tax liability includes surcharge, your also it will be surcharge. Okay.
Okay.
But sir, as of LTCG, it is on the later date, no? So how will we assume that our income will be over 50 lakhs, so we'll have to pay surcharge?
Can't help it. Correct. Good point. That even in slab rates, you have to add surcharge. No. Can't help it. So here there are issues, especially when it is LTCG. Yes, there is a problem over here. Correct. Good point. पुष्कर बोलेगा मैंने क्या अलग बोला था, है ना? Can't help it, but surcharge has to be there. क्या करें? But yeah, LTCG बाद में आया, later on it came, no? But still, it is getting added over in the earlier installments also.
I mean, sir, according to me, I think for first 2 installment, we have to calculate 15% and 45% without surcharge. And from third and fourth installment, that 75% minus earlier paid. That difference would be payable from third installment onwards.
And because we were not knowing that our income will go beyond 50.
But surcharge is not
That would be logical, no, sir? I mean,
just 4%, and now whatever balance, that onwards, third and fourth.
Yes.
That means surcharge completely to be given to LTCG.
Because anyhow, sir, from for third installment, we are going to calculate tax liability again newly, no?
New income also.
Yes.
I will take that point. Okay. Let me check then what happens. Okay. Let me check. We'll do a again demo. We'll have to do. We'll do that. Let us finish this right now. Whatever is, I think, as per the theory part. Let me finish it and then we will try one demo.
Yes, sir.
We'll take the same example. We'll take this exactly same example. Okay. Sure. All 4 installments done. Sure. So computation of installments, computation of advanced tax installments. What are they asking the question? Sorry. 234C is acha, acha, acha. And 234C interest. 234C is applicable or not? Sorry. So what is step 1 in 234C? Step 1 is what? Applicability. Okay. For applicability, which percentage will use? 12, 36, 45, 70, 12, 36, 75, 100. Okay, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Installment of 15th June 2020. Prescribed percentage is how much? 12%. Right? All of you. Now this 12% will be including LTCG or excluding LTCG?
Excluding.
Excluding.
So on 1329, 900. Okay. This comes to
1,59,588.
588, no?
Yes.
Yes.
And actually paid is how much?
1,20,000.
So applicability 234C. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 15th September 2020. Prescribed percentage 36%. Excluding LTCG
Yes.
comes to
4,78,760.
4,78,000.
actually paid is add 1,20,000 plus 1,35,000. Keep that in mind.
2,55,000.
We are not just looking at one installment, we are looking cumulative. 245, 255, na?
Yes.
Obviously applicable then. Very shortfall, big shortfall.
Yes.
Now important. How much percentage?
75.
Of
Both.
both. That is both means what? 15,
15,58,700.
15, 58, 700. Comes to how much?
11,69025.
Yes. 1169, na? 25.
Yes.
Now I'm writing what? 255. Plus what? 1 lakh, na?
Yes.
Such a big shortfall. 55. So again applicable. Yes. And last point. $55. What? 410? Correct, no?
Yes.
So also applicable. Now we'll go to step 2, actual calculation of 234C.
Yes.
Don't forget it is 15% minus, okay, whatever is paid. So 15% of that time required is how much? 1329,900. 1329,900. It comes to how much?
199,485.
No. 15%. Sorry. How much? Sorry.
99,480.
485.
This minus what is actually paid? 1 lakh.
20,000.
20.
Into what now? 1%.
1%.
Or you can
1% for 3 months.
This comes to
2385.
second one 45%, no, of 1329,900 is how much?
Five lakh 98,455.
5,98,455.
455.
Minus paid is what? 2,55,000, no?
55,000.
Yes.
Comes to how much? 10,000 something.
10,303. No, 4.
Third one 75% of total now 1558. Don't forget. है ना? 1169.25. Minus paid is how much?
355.
355. Into same thing 1% per month into 3 months.
Yes.
How much? 24,421. No?
24,420. 421.
And fourth one 100% of 1558,700. Minus 410 into 1% per month, but into how many months?
1.
Comes to
11,487.
very good. Total 234C interest. Take total of all 4. 48,597 something.
Yes.
Yes, all of you. I'll just give you a note for case number 2.
Sir, first installment will be skipped.
Very good. Case number 2 is what? Will your answer change if Mr. A earns business income for the first time in his life? First installment will be skipped means
From second.
C relaxation will be there.
Yes.
Only for first installment.
First installment.
Okay, everybody? Write down. If income from business is earned for first time, then as per section 234C proviso, interest is not applicable. Interest is not applicable for non-payment of advance tax in installments, before actually earning the income. Before actually earning the income. Since income was earned for first time, on what date? 7th September 2020. Hmm. 234C, interest will not be applicable for first installment of which one? 15th June 2020. Right, all of you? Right, no?
Yes, sir.
Done? Done, all of you?
Yes, sir.
All right. That is it for today, no? Okay. Any homework I can give you? Nothing. Nothing. Can you just read a little bit then, this chapter? Everybody? TDS, just read and come.
Yes.
Can you do that? You may or may not understand anything. Or even if this big table is there, quite big table, you may skip the table, but read at least before and after of the table. Okay? Right. See, as it is, we have to cover this, you know?
So we have to memorize all this table.
Hmm.
The seniors can answer that.
Yes, you have to.
Everything.
Even the conditions,
Minor
extra
thing.
points.
Cash payment 1%, 2%, even that.
Okay.
Some
Sir,
You
there,
will
there
stop
should be some at
if
least
short
microchip
questions
in
for
our
5 to
brain,
7
no?
marks.
Honda Raro.
Sir, there should
Short.
be.
You tell.
No, I was just joking.
I was just joking. Okay.
The short question for 5 to 7 marks in every paper.
TDS, no?
Yes.
Fine.
Sir, there should be one portable microchip in everyone's brain.
They
And
should
you
give
know,
open
we can
paper.
copy paste everything.
They should
That
give
is-
open paper. Open paper. Open paper means open book. Give us the act, then we'll solve.
Yeah, they should
Also
implement this for
option में
inter
छोड़ता
as
था.
well.
For inter only I'm saying, yeah, for at least for laws.
So TDS वैसे option में
Sir, for
Yeah.
international taxation, they are allowing books. And for domestic taxation, I mean, they are not allowing that.
Go for hartal, है ना? Protest.
Sir, already the protest is going on against ICI.
There is a law, you should know the domestic acts.
No, if